So I just got done watching the E3 Square Enix presentation, and I gotta say, it was something. Now I planned on coming in here and talking about whatever they talked about in Marvel's Avengers, and talking about that new Black Panther suit, talking about Claw and the new enemies that we got to see, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I really want to talk about this Guardians of the Galaxy trailer that we got, because this game looks crazy. To me, this game feels like what Marvel's Avengers could have been, especially when it comes to what genre the game is. So the game looks like a single-player, narrative-driven action game, which is so cool. I'm very excited. At first glance, to me, it looks like it's pulling inspiration from Spider-Man PS4, God of War, and Jedi Fallen Order, which are all games that I am absolutely in love with. The gameplay is limited to only being able to play as Peter Quill, but you're able to direct your companions in a way that I really wish was in Marvel's Avengers, because that shit is so cool. And the way that Peter Quill flies around and does battle and punches things and shoots things, it looks like it flows really well. In the gameplay demo that they showed, it looks like there's some frame rate issues, but I assume that's because it's a demo build, and I'm hopeful that that won't be in the game on release. We didn't get to see too much gameplay, but from what it looks like, I think it'll be pretty fun. And I love that the team walks together as a team, and they like discuss as they're walking around and exploring the environments. It's very cool. And like I said, I get a Fallen Order vibe, and that's especially from the environments that we're in, considering that it's a space game where you're in a ship with a team and you fly around and you explore those planets. That's so cool, and very much gives me that Jedi Fallen Order vibe. Now, what makes this game really interesting to me is the narrative and dialogue system that it has. You play as Peter Quill, and you have to fight to keep your team working as a team, and it's so beautiful, and it fits what the Guardians are to a T. You have to make choices like, who are you going to sell in this initial mission that they show off? And if you sell Groot, he's chill with it, but Rocket's like, I don't want to sell my friend, sell me instead. So essentially you have to pick a side and decide who you're going to be pissing off, and probably try to keep limited people from getting pissed off. And I really hope that this system pays off in a big way, and that there are multiple endings, because otherwise it'll feel a little disappointing. But this system reminds me of the Telltale games, especially the Guardians of the Galaxy one, which if you haven't played is actually kind of good. But unlike that game, this game will have combat that isn't just, quick time events, which is such a blessing, such a blessing. Oh my goodness, quick time events suck. And it feels like this game has a much larger budget than the Telltale one did, because this game has beautiful graphics, the actors seem awesome, and the models of the characters look not quite like the MCU ones, of course, because they can't do that, but it looks pretty good, and I think they're faithful adaptations of the characters. I very much look forward to exploring what planets the Guardians are gonna go through, see what villains they're gonna fight. All of it looks very interesting to me personally, and honestly, it all makes me kind of sad for what Marvel's Avengers is, because if they applied some of these systems, we would have a much better game. And I think they made the right call by just springing this game on us by surprise instead of announcing it multiple years ago and letting the hype build up. Instead, they just show you what you're getting, and it comes out in October. That's genius. In the trailer, we only get to see a little bit, but they show off the main cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies with Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Star-Lord, and Groot. And we also get a little peek at Mantis, and it seems like she's going to join the team over the course of the game, and that's really exciting, and I hope there are some more characters in there that we maybe don't know about yet. Yondu? Fucking love Yondu. They also mentioned this little bastard. How can you not just love this little guy, man? He's so cute. In the trailer for the game, we get our first glimpse at a villain, Lady Hellbender. She has a couple of really cool alien dog things known as Gnasher and Gasher, and has been known to go up against people like Fin Fang Foom, so she's formidable and cool looking. As for villains that I personally would love to see in this game, I'd love to see Adam Warlock. He's so cool. People like Ronan, that would be like a shoe-in because he's familiar from the MCU. I'd love to see some Skrulls and some Krees and some cool alien races that we are both familiar and unfamiliar with. Show me some new stuff, show me some old stuff. I'm in for all of it. The Collector's like a given. That would be so rad. I could even see that being who they're trying to sell Groot and or Rocket to. That would be neat. Now, in my mind, if this game is narratively strong and it focuses on the family ties that the Guardians have, which I feel like it will, that's a no-brainer, then this game could be incredible. All you need to do is make sure that the combat isn't incredibly boring to play, and make sure that the narrative is strong and that those choices actually affect things, and this game could be a top contender. It could even be in line with how good Spider-Man is. Spider-Man will be good for different reasons, like moving around in that game is the most fun I think I've ever had, but the story could be very contentious with what Spider-Man's is. I think this genre fits with the superhero theme a lot better than a looter shooter as Marvel's Avengers does. It makes me incredibly sad that this isn't what Marvel's Avengers was in the first place. If they used that team mechanic, if they used that choice mechanic, if they used that team building mechanic of having people mad at you based on choices, Oh my goodness, that would be such a good Avengers game. Tony Stark making decisions, Captain America making decisions, and having like different people maybe flip-flop out of the team depending on your choices. That's so cool, dude. So yeah, I see potential in this video game, and I think it could be incredibly fun, and I really look forward to it coming out. Let me know if you guys think it looks good. Let me know if you guys disagree with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And discuss, let's theory craft. I'm interested in what you guys think this game has in store for us. I very much look forward to keeping my team alive, and hopefully happy with being with each other and flying through the spaces. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We just passed 500. That's crazy. I don't even know what to do with that fact. That's insane. Thank you very much for that. It means the world to me. It's crazy. Make sure you follow me on social medias. I have a TikTok. I post those. They're pretty good, I would say. But I'm biased, I admit. Bye.